Yo, 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 test. Testicles. This place is a mess. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another live stream with Colin Tyrrell, the host with the most. On a random Saturday night. I very, very rarely have Saturdays with excuse me. I very rarely have Saturdays with nothing going on. And I've been trying to do these on Thursdays. I think I've done let me test the strength. I really don't know. I have a producer coming in. Hopefully, so on regularly on Thursdays, there's going to be a remote producer who's going to be helping me with this stuff. Right up your sister's twat. Just going to be a remote producer help me with this stuff. So hopefully with a little bit more, scheduling and things like that. But I figure I missed this week, and I missed the week before, and I did it the week before, and then I didn't do it for 5 weeks before that. But I will try commit to a schedule to these things, even though I gotta be honest, the views have been next to nothing on this. Although last week's got, at one point we had 50 fucking people or something in the views, I believe. Not that I even have I don't have the views numbers up. I purposely have it blocked so that I can't tell how many people are watching. Otherwise, I would maybe go a little insane. My assumption is always just to think that there's about 10 to 100 people here at all times. And I cannot see it. And I also have the chat blocked off too. I can't technically look at it there, but I'm going to have a producer that comes in. So hopefully I can commit to something. It's very hard for me to commit to a schedule. I don't know why that is. Like, I love a schedule and then I break it. If that makes sense. That's the way my brain is. Get up at 8 o'clock, have a protein shake, go to the gym, get back, breakfast, sit down, do an hour of writing, then you got your blocks, then you go into the city, do your spots, or if you're on the road, you go do your spots. That's like my fucking day-to-day schedule that I don't stick to in any way, not even close to it. But without that day-to-day schedule, my world falls apart. Now, I don't follow the schedule, but I need this. I need the guide. I need the bones. Look at Cockfight podcast, Through the Roof. Arguably one of the most successful podcasts I've had is Cockfight podcast, and I gotta admit, I cannot see. There is a correlation between the frequency and having it out every single week at the exact same time and the success of it. The Colin Tyrrell podcast was quite successful when we had some guests at the beginning, but then once I sort of stopped doing the guests, the whole world fell apart, and then I had to follow my own schedule, and it was kind of a real pain in my asshole, you know what I mean? So, I got a producer in on this show. Anyway, all this shit's boring as fuck. I don't know if you give a fuck. Point being is I had a random Saturday night off, which is obviously screaming how well my career is doing. No, but I'm not on the road this weekend. Oh, fuck. The Comedy Cellar didn't give me any spots tonight. So I used that as an excuse. That's how I build my weekend or whatever. I see what the Cellar gives me, and then I see what other clubs offer me. And then I send some texts around, try to get 3 or 4 fucking spots. Anyway, the point was I'm here. So I'm here, I'm queer, I'm loud, get used to it. So I've been playing around with some certain stuff. We're going to have graphics galore. You guys are not going to... Whoops. That's funny. Wait, what's this one do? No. Oh, fuck you. These are all sad. These are all sad. This is... This entire soundboard is just tunes for when I'm bombing. There's not like a fucking, like a good one. It's just like, you suck, you're gay. No one loves you. What's this? Welcome to 98 FM, 97 Hot FM with me, Charlemagne the God, Angela Yee. And what else is over here? No, fuck you. Yes. Hello. This is your subconscious telling you that if you watch tranny porn, it is kind of gay. Whoa. Again, that's kind of ironic.
Hello. Sir, please. Even though I am a robot, it does not mean you got to fuck me against my will. Please ask for consent.
What's this?
Hello. Oh, I'm a bigger... It's like the devil.
That's not bad, the devil. And what's this one? Get the fuck off my property, you... I'm gonna go right all over you. And your mother's fuck Puerto Rican fuck. Is that it?
Hello.
Oh, ducking is a thing. I don't know what that is. That's like a technical term for when two people are talking.
Hello. This is the same monster.
Small robot.
Voice disguise. Oh, so this is like... Oh, this is when they black out someone's face. Because they don't want to get retaliation. You know? I worked for Boeing.
This next whistleblower has had his face and voice distorted for fear of backlash.
M&M's is a corrupt company. M&M's. The horrors I saw in the M&M store in Times Square would keep you up at night. The red M&M used to molest the purple M&M. He used to... the yellow M&M raped her. The M&M raped her.
Alright, I fucked up now. Anyway, that was a little bit of fun, me playing around with this stupid little thing. Anyway, I got distracted by my own soundboard there. I wanted to check the signal strength of this. I don't know. Look, I see people sending money into the chat. That's pretty cool. Blah blah blah. I appreciate it. If you do want me to stop the show and read out your chat, it is a $10, and then that comes up on the screen. And also, if you don't subscribe to the podcast and do subscribe to the podcast, a burger. If anyone remembers from the previous streams, a burger flashes up on the screen. I could have cleaned this place out. These clothes here, right here, is are my clothes. That's a load of merch that I got for free, and I have nowhere to put it because I literally can't fit in my closet. And then all this stuff is like old clothes or something that my sister-in-law is donating to, the box that you put this shit in. The fucking wherever your old clothes go to, the box. Anyway, I could have given this place a little bit of a scrub up about it, but I kind of don't care if people judge the cleanliness of this basement that I'm recording this show in. Click to read your unread notifications. Your microphone is unmuted, but has no signal. 24 minutes ago. What? Oh, that was from earlier. Okay, and what's this 3% CPU thing? Open performance window. I'm going to take a photo of this and just send it to ChatGPT while we're here. While we're all here hanging out. Right. I'm gonna send this into ChatGPT. I keep meaning to fucking check. I've got 2 screens here. Although I don't know if that really matters. I don't know if that helps me in any way. Like, I don't know if I need 2 screens. But realistically, it's annoying because I should really have. This is where I watch this is where I watch like footage of shit. So, I've got the 2 screens fucked up, and I keep meaning to change the monitors, but I haven't bothered to do that. All right, let's see if this is streaming well. Let's find out some information here. And even though, listen, and I will tell you about the chat reads. I'll get distracted, do my own thing. And at some point, I will go into the live chat, so you can continue to talk in the live chat. I just there's just like no guarantee that I'm gonna read your shit, and it's very rare that I read your shit too. And it doesn't take much for me to look up there and just have some dickhead typing out the N-word in like a cheerleader fashion. It's always just like, give me an N. Every time you go into the chat, it's just, give me a G, give me another G. And that's what you see in like every live chat. Is just a faceless YouTube channel, a faceless YouTube subscriber saying, give me another G. It's quite creative, actually, saying, give me another G. All right, in a cheerleader type of a whoop. Go bunnies! Where the bunnies? Your Streamlabs looks healthy. Could do with some viewers. All right, you sassy cunt. Stream quality good. CPU very low. Frames per second stable. Drop frame 0. Bitrate solid for 1080 or strong for 720. I wouldn't even know if didn't even look at my burger. Someone says so corny. I hope you agree that the guys saying the N-word over and over in the live chat are corny. Or you say I'm corny. I'm not a corny guy. I'm a cool guy. I'm really cool, and everyone's impressed with me. Like, would a cool guy have sunglasses? I mean, would a non-cool guy? Would a corny guy? But yeah, you guys got to be creative. So I don't actually know how would I even find that out. See, this is a very much like, this is a learning curve with me and you and stuff like that. And it's quite funny because I'm moving house next week. Please God, assuming that nothing tragic happens. Hopefully we don't get the fucking hantavirus, which I don't even know what the fucking symptoms are. What are the symptoms? Symptoms of hantavirus. Hanta. I'm not saying hanta, or is it hava? Hanta, like Santa Claus. Hantavirus. Hantavirus infection, specifically hantavirus pulmonary. Specifically, hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, HBS causes early influenza-like symptoms, fever, fatigue, intense muscle aches, especially in the thighs and the back. Pause. Appearing 1 to 8 weeks after exposure. These rapidly progress within 4 to 10 days to severe respiratory distress, including coughing, extreme shortness of breath, often requiring intensive care, fever and chills, fatigue, muscle aches, gastrointestinal distress, headache. It's all kind of the same shit, though, isn't it? So I heard this horror. I swear to God, I don't know if I had a stroke recently or something. But I definitely had, like all of the stroke-like symptoms. I was sitting down here, working on my little computer, typing up my little jokes, working on my little clips, trying to figure out crowd work, watching crowd work clips and watching, learning, writing down, pen, paper. What does he do? He says, hey, anyone here have any funny, embarrassing stories? And then he just lets the crowd write the clip, which is pretty smart. And I had just read a story about a couple who, one of them died, the dad had died, the man of the house had died because there was like some sort of a gas leak. I don't know what type of gas, CO2 emissions, is that what it is? There was a gas leak in the house. Monoxide, I believe. And the husband, like, fell asleep on the couch, dead. And then the wife somehow woke up with a bit of a headache and was able to, like, distortedly get out of the house. Like, I don't know if she found the body or whatever, but she got outside of the house anyway. I was able to call the cops and the fire brigade, whatever you call the fire brigade in America, the fire brigade, the brigade of the fire, and shows up. The guy died anyway, so that was fresh in my mind. And then I was here only last month, and I'm like, fuck it, I started getting a little dizzy, and I I started getting like a little dizzy, and I go, there's no way I'm going through monoxide poison, is it? And I kind of stood up, and then I fell back down onto this chair, and I was like, oh, no way. And my hand, my hand went numb. Like, and so I took my phone, and I was like, I couldn't use my phone to call my wife or ring my wife, and I knew she was upstairs. So I somehow got up here, and I ran over to the stairs up because I'm in the basement here, and like I kind of like dragged myself up along the ground, just like, what do you call that? Like army crawled up the stairs, and got into the living room, and my wife was there. I was like, "Are you okay? I think we're dying of monoxide poisoning." And she's like, I'm fine. I was like, okay. Then I Googled it. All results said mini stroke. All results from ChatGPT said mini stroke. I may have had a mini stroke. A new sitcom on TMZ. Have you had a stroke and didn't know? I may have had a mini stroke. Let me see, because this was weeks ago. At this point, like, a mini stroke or a TIA is a medical emergency that acts as a warning for a potential major stroke. Symptoms such as sudden weakness, numbness, speech difficulties, or vision changes, all of that often lasts only a few minutes but require immediate emergency. I didn't do anything like that, though. I sat around and did fuck all. Yeah, everyone in the chat saying everyone in the chat saying I had a mini stroke. This is true. So but then now I'm fine. So this is the issue. Now I have now I'm fine. So like, what would have happened? I went to the hospital. They would have kept me in there for hours. They would have kept me in there for I should have fixed this. I forgot to fucking change this fucking. I forgot to fix this camera. I better go fix this camera real quick. Also, this will be hopefully on the Thursday nights anyway, assuming like, you know, if these are, what did I just do? Did I just do that? Did I just move the entire camera? Anyway, assuming I'm not on the road. If I'm on the road, obviously I'm not going to be able to do this, and I'll try to do them on Wednesdays, if my Wednesdays are free. But yeah, I just figured this is a random Saturday, so I might as well try jump on here and see, because I gotta be, you know, I don't live in the city anymore. I don't drive into Manhattan like I used to. I don't want to stay up late anymore. I'm too old, you know. I'm just fucking too old for it. I'm 35. I'm 36 in like 2 weeks, and I just can't be staying up after midnight anymore. That's a young man's game, and I kind of don't want it. And it seems almost, I don't know if it's defeatist or what, but I've done it. I've been at the Comedy Cellar doing the fucking graveyard shift, right? Where you're performing at 2:30 in the morning with people who have been. It can be a half empty room. At the first half, they're all so drunk that they disrupt the show, and then in the second half, they're so drunk that they're all falling asleep. And then I'm driving home for an hour to get back to my beautiful palace in New Jersey, the beautiful oasis that is New Jersey, America. And you know, I just can't do it anymore. I gotta just change. I'd rather not. I don't get my cock isn't fucking tickled anymore. You know, you come up with this new fucking hantavirus bit. You know, oh, this is a good little routine. This is a good little idea about the it's a little hantavirus fucking thing. And then you go do it in front of a crowd and they like it. And you go, so what? So what? They should like it. You know? They should like it. I've been doing stand-up comedy for fucking 58 years. They should like the hantavirus joke. The real trick in comedy, at least according to me, is if you're a stand-up comedian, the trick is to do a joke that they should hate, but they tolerate. That's the magic trick. You don't want to do a joke, you know, about like TSA, the agency. You don't want to do a joke, like whatever your Trump bullshit joke is. Has anyone noticed Trump is a little eccentric? Yeah, we have. Good, you did the impression of the guy that everyone can do an impression of. Good. What you want to do, if you want to feel good about yourself in comedy, after doing it for 1,008 years, please come see me on the road. I got plenty of dates. You're going to love them. I've got Reno coming up. I've got Tulsa coming up. I've got all the major cities of America. I got Reno. I got Tulsa. I've got Pittsburgh. I've got Winnipeg, San Francisco, St. Petersburg, Sacramento, San Diego, Los Angeles, Indianapolis, Emmaus, Nashville, Charleston, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, New Orleans for Skankfest. Come see me on those roads. But you want to fucking fucking enjoy comedy. If you're a stand-up comedian, your goal is to do something that they should horrify them, and it will horrify them, a few of them, and most of them all the time. But sometimes it doesn't. That's the goal. The goal is to write a bit that you believe in global warming and you're pro global warming. You're pro debt. Doesn't really work. The problem with the concept of debt and as a humor is that it tends to be more accepted because you're not punching up or down because every single human experiences death. So that's why you can do a joke about a murderer or you can do a joke about killing someone, But you can't do a joke about raping them. No. Where's that button? Where's the oh. You can't do a joke about them, right? You can do a joke about murdering them. You can do a joke about how you want the world, everyone in the world to die. You cannot do a joke about wanting Greta Thunberg with a sharp object. You can't. They don't like it. But if you had, so that's a difficult job. That's only one example. What's a better example? How I'm trying to think of examples that aren't horrific, but like maybe something like where you're saying it's like natural to want to fuck your mother or something. That's a joke. If you could convince the crowd that it's natural. Oedipus complex. What's the complex? I don't know Greek mythology, but Oedipus, Oedipus, Oedipus complex, or something like that, or maybe you could be like some sort of a pro. Women get stoned to death when they're annoying. There's just levels of comedy that make you feel good as a performer. Maybe if you do something physically difficult, like you do an act out that's like requires very hard skills as a performer, you could probably feel good about that. But if you have a joke about like homeopathy, you know, where they believe water cures things, this is a thing that a lot of comedians will do. They'll tell it how it is, but they don't really want to offend anyone. So they'll come after fucking horoscopes, you know, like star signs, women who believe in crystals and, Sagittarius rising and all these like the moon signs and shit. Like, that's an easy target because everybody knows these fucking idiots are fucking stupid. So it's like you're not really attacking anyone. You're going, hey, the guy the girl who believes that Mars affects her personality is an idiot. And you go, yes, obviously. There's a group of people you can attack, and it seems like you're attacking someone. Religion was this big thing for a while too. A lot of comedians were like, tell you how it is, you know. Anyone who believes in God is a moron. And you go, and there was like a time like 10 years ago, you go, yeah, they are, obviously. It's like you're telling this in New York City. But I will say, actually, now 10 years later, a lot of the atheists are swinging back because atheism's a little lonely. Atheism is a little lonely, I believe. Even though that is what I believe, but I can see myself, you know, I might dress up. I might start going to church, have some fucking gay guy in a dress, read a story of Corinthians or whatever, you know. It's like, again, it's just about having a schedule, you know. Every Sunday I go to church. Every Sunday I go to church. But you don't. That's the beauty of life. In order to find the balance in life is to get yourself a schedule and then never follow it. That's kind of the go. Anyway, all I was saying was that if you want to feel good about stand-up comedy, you know, one of the best jokes I ever heard, I think, it was by Doug Stanhope. One of his early albums, I don't know. But he did this joke where he would be like, yeah, I love cops. He would say, I love the police. Any police in, you know, wow, they're so brave. Clap it up for them. And then people would all clap. And then he goes, I'm kidding. I hate you. Fuck you. It was a sting operation. And then he would just explain how police are the worst and that they all deserve to die. In the line of duty. And that's a joke. Because that was attacking the fucking core of what these people in the audience believed. They believed that the cops are their saviors and that the police are great people for society, and he was attacking that belief. And that's the trick about comedy, you know. A lot of New York comedians go, oh, I don't like people who are homophobic. because homophobia is stupid. And you're like, yeah, but you're doing this in New York where everyone's gay. Obviously, everyone thinks fucking homophobia is stupid in fucking New York. Go to Mobile, Alabama. Push some of your stuff. Some your atheist anti-homophobia jokes there. Like that's... Anyway, that's the only fucking time you ever get any joy out of it. And it's getting less and less and less as I the longer I do stand up. So I am... it's tough for me to justify going all the way to Manhattan to do jokes. So I'd rather stay here and talk to you fine folk, even though technically I've been just talking to myself, actually. And honestly, you guys could have been gone a long time ago. You guys, I could have lost stream. That would be fucking horrific. I've done that before when I recorded solo podcasts, and then you look down, and then something happened with the mic turned off, and you go, "Now that was a waste of time." Sometimes you lose podcasts where you sit down with someone and you have a conversation. I once had a podcast with did a podcast with Naeem and Tim Butterly, and I deleted the whole thing didn't, so we didn't get it. But at least I got to sit down with those two guys and have some fun. It's everyone everyone's like fighting in the chat here. I just like reopened the chat, and I think you guys are all fighting each other. That's pretty cool. Off with each other's heads. Talk about their family and their mothers and their religion and assume their skin color and say things inappropriate about this person. Right? Go fight each other in the chat. I love that. That's good. That's a productive use of your time on a Saturday night. Watching me ramble about stand-up comedy while you're chatting with someone else who also... Yo, fuck you. No, fuck you. Anyway, I had some shit I wanted to pull up. I forgot all about it. What is it? There's something trending right now in the news or some shit. People are sharing stuff on... How do I do this? Here we go. All right, so I am looking at the right way. Okay, look at that. Sam Tripoli reposted. What's this? Someone said this. So who the hell is based native? And then he just shared a thing. This is like very encrypto-y type of a thing. Did you get a full? You guys got the tower. Is that what that's called? Charge your phone, you bum. Is that what it's called? Let me see. There's fucking something going on. There was something major happened in the fucking news. I gotta start preparing this. This is gonna be better when I have my producer too, because we're gonna have a little something that I can text him during the day going, we gotta talk about this on the stream. Pull up some videos. Also, the fucking amount, even last week, I think I pulled up a video on YouTube last week of like a wild, I don't know what it was, a wild animal or something. It was just like some random footage of a fucking hippo swimming after a boat, and then the stream got demonetized. Not that it really matters too much, but this is the issue with the stuff. It's like it's very hard to turn this into a clip show and watching videos that are funny and reacting to them when every single thing is fucking monetized and fucking crushes your stream. Oh yeah, there's the UFC in fucking it's in New Jersey tonight. Why is Vermont trending? Let me see. Hosts for you. I don't know. There was something in the fucking news. I wanted to see some shit in the news. Let's see if a funny video pops up. Sometimes, quite often, funny videos pop up. What's this? Imagine being brushed with so much love, but no softness at all. Okay, don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Sometimes you see a nice fight or something like this. Oh, this is a little bit of, this is Ireland. How about this? There we are. Connemara, Ireland. Look at that. That's in Ireland, baby. Oh no! I'm gonna get fucking, these Oasis are gonna shut down the fucking stream now. Because, something down the waterfall, shoved it up your mouth. There we go. Bella B has just shared the chat. Okay, that's great. You go share the chat. Everybody go share the fucking chat in their respected social media pages. Together we can get this thing to 28 people in the 28 people watching. It is interesting. When I used to do these chats before, I used to do these live streams even, before. But that was during, those were the COVID days when I used to do the live streams. And the numbers were, like, it wasn't crazy, but you'd have hundreds of people. You'd have hundreds of people watching this live. And I just don't think people really, or maybe they do over in, maybe I'm missing the gig. Like, maybe like clavicular. 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 Maybe like he has the right idea. Couple of bitches either side. You know, you're eating noodles or whatever. Like, is that kind of like the live stream? Where you just like, you eat that spicy Dorito and puke into a trash can for an hour? You know, the super spicy chip? Is that it? And I have diarrhea all over my leg? You want me to squirt down the back of my fucking chair and I'll go viral on Twitch? What's the other one, actually? Tell me in the chat. Tell me this question. There is a live stream at Kick, is it? That's the one, Kick. But Kick is for more in real life. IRL, as the kids say. Are you kidding me? I'm mute maxing right now. I'm totally ute maxing right now, or am I a chud? Let me see. Yeah, everyone was telling me in the chat last week about the difference between everyone was telling me last week about the difference between Kick and all these other places. Anyway, so in future, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have a much better made out show. This will become a show at some point. Like, this will be a regular show. Like, from hour 1 will be this, hour 2 will be this, hour 3 it will be this, right? And one part of the show, which we'll see, we're gonna do for a few weeks, will be a phone-in show. There will be an opportunity for you guys to phone in, get your questions answered, you know. There will be an opportunity for you to get your phone in, get your questions answered. Also, how do people do these streams at such a far, like this? Like, some of these people, like when you're watching Nick Fuentes and be like, welcome back to the show, Dan Blazarian. He's a fucking racist. He's a fucking cuck. We got a great show ahead of you today. When you watch him, he's miles away. Can you hear me right now? What's the trick to making the fucking audio sound better from miles away? Because that would be handy if I could just kind of hang out like this. And I gotta tell you, I just caught myself in the in the screen. I'm looking a lot like I kind of looking like kind of looking a little Jeff Dye-ish for some reason. Not like in a pretty way, but whatever his costume is, I've copied, which is and I always told starting late, by the way. That's also another thing. If I tell you the show's going to start at 8, it's not starting until 8:30. Do I look handsome? Everyone in the chat telling me how beautiful I am. Thank you. Stop it. Simple. I'm mogging right now. I look good. For 36 years old, look at that. There's like a natural filter on this stream that makes my teeth look whiter, but that's pretty cool. Look, I'm telling you what, never had any work done. You wouldn't know. Never had Botox. Haven't been to Turkey. It's pretty. I'm a pretty good looking guy. Fucking. Some people born with it, buddy. Some people were fucking born with it. Yeah, anyway, so as soon as I get my producer, and we were supposed to do work on Thursday, but I was actually too busy. I think and he's coming in, he's gonna have graphics and shit. It's gonna be fucking, if you've got ADHD and autism, you're gonna love it. Wait, you see, there's gonna be a tennis ball bouncing around the fucking screen, things whizzing by like the fucking Naztec, right? On the news, pew, everything, distractions, numbers, all sorts of things to keep you guys entertained. I should do a fucking special week, like stream week type of a thing. When I get the ball rolling, things. The problem here is also I'm moving house. I gotta move all this. Look at this setup. You think this was easy? You think I just threw this together? This is an art piece. A signed Wicked poster from 2004. A bunch of fucking Sam Hyde merch, a hiking bag, and then some secondhand clothes in the background. You think this is just like where shit goes? It's a fucking well crafted out art piece. This could be in the MoMA. And a fucking random Green Bay Packers jersey behind me for no reason. You think this is all random, but it's not. You don't have the fucking eye for it. You don't understand feng shui. You don't understand ambience. This is like a piece. This is like a piece that they put on the. This is like a piece that people pay to see, and it's always like French fucking artist, suck a la cunt. French artist, suck a la cunt. Her live performance show, you know, where lines were out the door, and she sits there. she sits there with nipple clamps on and shows you photos of her fucking dead uncle or whatever, and you know, it's worth a lot of money. That's what this is. This is an art piece that you don't get it. All you fellas want is for us to talk about Puerto Ricans who stab each other. It's to say the M word in the live chat, but this is you gotta level up. Talk to ChatGPT. Teach me about art. Teach me about the beautiful. Teach me about the beauty in the world. So you might think this is a bunch of old podcasting equipment that's in an Amazon box that I've been planning on selling on Facebook Marketplace for months, but it's not. It's a fucking. It's saying something. Right? Like all this. You think this is just old? You just think this is all old microphones and fucking headphone jacks and stuff? It's not. It's a fucking. It's like an allegory. There's symbolism in this. What does it mean? That's up for you. There is no answer. I'm not telling you what it is. Is that that a bowl? Is this a bowl of conch shells? Is this a plate of conch shells? Yes, it is. What does that mean? You tell me. You tell me in the chat. I'll let you know if you're right. I'm here to teach you. I'm not here to fucking hold your I'll help you. You're here for inspiration. I'll fucking help you. And the point being is this is very complicated to make. And to pull off, it looks like it's so real. It looks like I didn't do it on purpose. This chair squeaks on purpose. You know, a lot of streamers wouldn't have a squeaky chair. I've got a squeaky chair that, I'll be honest, slowly deflates as I sit on it for a while, and that's like a humorous thing. That's like a joke. I thought that'd be funny to have a squeaky chair that slowly kind of lowers itself throughout the fucking hour of the live streaming. Because I'm a genius, and you know, it's going to be difficult. So I'm moving house in 2 weeks, and I'm going to have to rebuild this whole thing, a whole set design. I'm going to have to bring in fucking union workers and things like that. That like, you're going to have to shut down operations. It's not easy. It's not easy. So, we'll be doing that, and then hopefully on Thursday nights, and then hopefully during the World Cup, I'm actually going to try live stream a bunch of games during the World Cup. That's the plan. But let me see. Oh, here we go. Look, Tookie with the Babbler network is right up your alley. Love you. That disappeared. I don't know. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Oh, here we go. Chris Plus Plus has super chatted $10. Oh, look, there's like, oh wow, there's like a little special part here that I can just read that out. Chris Plus Plus says, Tookie with the Babbler network is right up your alley. Love you more than a friend, Colin. Search Tookie Soup right now. What do you say, chat? Should I search Tookie Soup? Why not? I'm going for it, buddy. Chris Plus Plus. You get to buy. You get to this is the rules of the fucking super chat. What was it called? Tookie Soup. Tookie Soup. Soup Tookie. The B Dabbler. Is this a dabble first? Oh, am I getting brought into the Dabbleverse now? Am I gonna suddenly be like getting called out by Gino Bisconti in a car park? Is this what's gonna happen here? Let me see. Tookie Soup.
So, hi. Oh, shit. Let me know. Vince's friend. And then just, what the fuck?
What is this?
Factory, where they would see how high they could stack turkey.
There's like a...
Totally be like the Beverly Hillbillies if Joey got into the White House.
This has fucking 10,000 views and it was streamed like 2 days ago. So this is the Dabbleverse where
I feel like, I don't know. Like
Gino Bisconti's and the fucking Kevin Brennans just fight with each other about who is gayer or whatever. That's what I'm guessing this is. I don't really want to watch it, and I'm not really into watching a puppet here, but hey, I wish you well. I appreciate the love. I do like that podcast. Who are these podcasts? Well, at least I used to. I don't know if they still kind of do what they did a few years ago when they were like laying into podcasts. That used to be my favorite thing. I would like every 6 months. I wouldn't listen every week, but every 6 months then I would just go, all right, who have they talked about? And if they talked about my friends, oh, you know I'm listening. Which because it's a lot of fun. You know, they never did the Who Are You podcasts. They never did Cockfight. They never did any of the Column Tour podcasts. I feel like we've got like too many close friends or connections like that. But Go check out who are these podcasts and like just like pull up like a random 2021 clip of them like listening to like fucking Annie Letterman or some shit, and you will hell laughing. Yeah, anyway, thanks for the fucking thanks for the thing. I got distracted on Twitter here. I googled your fucking the Tucky soup. I googled Tucky soup, and we gave you a little moment, and I gave you a little insight into what's going on. What is going on with Kevin Brennan? I haven't seen him. Is he still doing stand up, or is he just live streaming or whatever? I wonder if anyway, I think there should be, if I'm gonna do once oh look, we got a burger. We got the fucking burger. We got a burger on the screen. I tell you one thing, there's few things in the world I've ever had more fucking joy as getting that little burger on the screen. I need to get a sound drop that when it comes up and goes hamburger. Hamburgers might be the best comedian of all time. Let me see if I can find any hamburger comedian. They actually did this on O&A. You're not allowed to talk about anything that was already talked about on O&A. I love O&A so much, and you'll never be Patrice. You'll never respond. You'll never be Andy Cohen. You'll never be Jim Norton. And you're fucking idiot. You're not allowed to talk about anything. I wonder if that's what hamburger looks like. Oh my god. I wonder if I can play this without getting fucking fucked. He's like a cowboy. Hamburger's an old man. That's so funny. I knew Hamburger was like an old comedian. If anyone doesn't know, I was driving around listening to Comedy Central or whatever, some classic comedy bullshit, and I'm listening to these comedians, and there's a comedian comes on and he's talking about like fucking kids these days all want Jordans or some shit, and then he does a joke and he goes hamburger, and I was like, wait, what was hamburger got to do with the joke? And he keeps talking and talking, and then he finishes it and goes hamburger, and that was like his little catchphrase of when he finishes a joke, he lets you know. And he says hamburger. Anyway, I've never actually seen the fucking guy. Never even heard about the guy until this time in the last year or so. And I always thought when everybody was talking about hamburger, I thought they were talking about Neil Hamburger. So let me pull up the. So here's Neil Hamburger, who comes out like this old fucking, like an old Vegas comic. He goes, hey, and he does like fucking inappropriate jokes, and he's a drunk. He pretends to be this old kind of Catskills type comic. But then Hamburger, I've never seen him. I didn't know he was like this old ass cowboy. He played the Dojo of Comedy. Oh my god, I would have went to see that. When was that? It's coming up. It's coming up. I might text and see if I can go. Maybe I'll go to the Dojo and see a little bit of Hamburger. But when I heard him on the radio, I thought he was going to look more like fucking Nelly Furtado, like he'd have a little do-rag and have a little band-aid stuck to his cheek. Like he got a fucking skin tag removed. I didn't expect him to be this old, like the daddy, like the sugar daddy. Well, let's have a look now and see Hamburger comedian. I'm not reading about Hamburger Jones. He's a catchphrase comedian. That's the way to make it these days. If someone wants to write a catchphrase for me, some sort of like you know, we're all in it. We're all in it now. We're all in it together. You give me a "we're all in it together" catchphrase, I'll give you a percentage, all right? Because that's the way you make it big these days. You either do live streams to 6.5 people on a Saturday night, or Alonso is a long-time comedian, first gaining national attention following 2 television appearances on HBO's Def Comedy Jam in the early 90s. Known for clean comedy routines, Jones became so recognizable for his use of the word hamburger at the end of his jokes, or as a substitution for profanity. So would he be doing like that kind of Smurf thing? We would go, this hamburger, get the hamburger out of my face. I will smack the hamburger out of you. Is that kind of what he did? Often stretching the syllables that he soon adapted it. He adapted it as a stage name. So he originally used to just go by Alonzo Jones, and then he became Hamburger. Although the origins of this shtick have not been well documented, a brief biography by his booking agent claims comedian Hamburger is on a mission to let people know that they are not living right. In doing so, Hamburger tries not to use profanity. Like gentleman of the Old West who does not swear in front of the ladies. Instead, comedian Alonzo has substituted profanity with one word: hamburger. That's not bad. I can hear my wife just got home. She brought me home dinner. She was like, fee-fi-foing around. Does it tell me how long I've been on this fucking podcast for? I'm not gonna call it a podcast, but I know it's not technically not. Let me see. Oh, hey. I'm working here. I'm busy on the stream. You can't say hi. They don't want to stay. They don't get you. They don't give enough money to see my wife on the screen. No, seriously, don't be coming over here. What? You want to come say hello to everyone? No, I don't want you on the fucking on the stream. I'm not gonna turn it off. You're not. What are you doing? Just seeing what? No one wants to see you. You're not part of it. You don't want to be in the public eye, baby. Things will change. I used to be like you. I used to be free and just could do what I want whenever I want. Now you go on a stream like this. There's like 18 people watching. You won't be able to go to ShopRite and in peace anymore. You know what it's like with me. Every time you go to the airport with me, everyone in the airport's always like, "Hey, sir, excuse me, can I see your ID? Yeah, can I see your fucking boarding pass? Oh, can I get your signature on this bill?" All right. How was dinner? All right. See you later. Bye. Fucking bitch ass. Fucking whore. She always makes me look like a fucking idiot. She looks like a weakling. Let me see. Personal life. Over the years, Jones befriended numerous comedians, including Uncle Jimmy Mack, who he claimed had contacted him after beginning a relationship with the Lord. Oh, is he like some sort of a thing? Anyway, I'm not gonna try play some of this hamburger stuff, but there's a good chance this shit's gonna just go down. Oh, someone in the chat said about the UFO. Yeah, the UFO fucking. Someone was telling me about the UFO shit. You're right. That was what you know. Everybody in the chat. Yeah, I'm working hard. Look at this. The best thing is I can turn off the chat, so I can't see what you're saying. So you ask me all these questions, saying all this stuff. You're talking to no one. Let me see how many people. We got 45. Fuck it. Are you kidding me? We got 45 fucking. If this ever gets good, I'll release it as a podcast. If this pod ever turns into a thing, when I've got some structure and some fucking shit to say, I've been doing this for an hour and 15 minutes. Although technically there was like a waiting area for that, so an hour is plenty for me. I'm gonna wrap it up at 10 o'clock. You know, that's as much as I want to do tonight. But we got 45 fucking people. If we get that's a good number. 48 right now. 48 live viewers. That blew my mind. I was saying 18 and we had fucking 50 fucking people here. If we ever crack 50, that would be nuts. That would be a fucking bend over, bitch. I'm fucking clapping cheeks. Babe, you're getting your fucking cheeks roasted tonight. We had 48 people in the chat. We made about $22 off a live stream on a Saturday night. Yes, I'm 36 years old. Yes, I've been doing comedy for 13 years and I made $36 on a Saturday night. But I'm gonna fucking eat it from the back, baby. 48's not bad. That's like not a bad number for someone. For someone who doesn't do this regularly, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad issue. Some people are banging. People are banging off questions in the chat. I only turned on the chat for a second. You guys are banging off questions. I'll do like a little super fucking thing. Some friends to invite. I don't know what that means. To get them on the podcast. That would be definitely something I want to do on the stream. I should do like a live call-in kind of a dual thingy. You know, I'll get a couple of guys who have a computer, have a microphone, try figure out some sort of a thing. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, you guys let me know, by the way. Ideally, if the pod ever breaks a certain amount of people, if the stream ever gets, we got to set a record here. I wrote down 48 as the live whatever the word is, viewers. But that's quite great. So now we have a goal. See, this is how I can motivate you bums to fucking achieve some shit in life. Is that you just gotta, you start small, but then you fucking keep fucking rolling. We've made about $20 tonight. That's not bad. Between my monetization on Facebook and this about $50 a day. I don't know if you earn more than $50 a day, but I doubt it. I doubt you fucking bitch ass bums know how to make such big money. Maybe I should turn this into like a business podcast. Maybe I should be like that fat guy who like reads people's fucking accounts and finds out they're all on fucking military disability. What's that guy named? Caleb, whatever. I want to see your accounts, Caleb. I want to see your fucking Grubhub order. All right? Because these guys may have bad credit card debt, but you're a man who has tits. And in the eyes of the Lord, you're a sinner. What part of Ireland is Colin from? I'm from Dublin. I'm coming to Australia soon. I'd love to go to Australia. I don't really have the fan base. I can barely sell tickets in America where everybody of my fans are. And I'm organising a tour for Ireland. It goes like this. It goes America, Ireland, nothing. And it's not even a big group. I'm just saying that's where the fan base is spread out. When you have 1,000 fans globally, it's not easy to tour. And so I got to Ireland, but Ireland's next, and hopefully I can try something, hopefully I can build a bit of an international audience. That would be great. Someone said not bad for someone who barely does it and has not totally sold out. What do you mean by that? Like, what does that mean? Give me a little demo 15.2. When you say for someone who hasn't sold out, what does that mean? And you also said not totally sold out. So that means like I've kind of sold out. And what is selling out? But I cannot stress it. I will sell out. Whatever I gotta do. I given the opportunity for $1,800, I will advertise Pfizer and I'll give your kids tism. I don't give a fuck. Johnson & Johnson, call me up. This new fucking Nova virus. I don't care if the next fucking injection gives your kids fucking Down syndrome. I'm fucking advertising it for the money. I don't care about selling out. I want to own a house. I'll sell out. I'll stop using slurs, whatever I gotta do. There's no artistic integrity here. I'm just bad at the game. This isn't some sort of like, I'm too proud to, like to not sell out. I just haven't got the opportunities to sell out yet. And I will sell out, promise. And I'll have no, and I'll be, I want you to sell out too. Make no mistake about it. Sell the fuck out. Because people's fucking online opinion on whether or not you're cool doesn't help. I want to get a boat and go to the Caribbean. I can't pay for that unless I'm doing Chase commercials. And the only way I can do a Chase commercial is if I condemn Hamas and praise fucking Netanyahu. And I'm going to do that. I'll fucking do it. I need the money. Unless you pay me not to do that. Someone asked, I have $2. What can I get? I'm not going to read the super chat. Okay, it'd be cool to see you doing birding chat with Ben Avery. He was super into it towards the beginning of Lemon Party. His toe he's got too fat. I love Lemon Party. I love Ben Avery and the boys, Devin, Costa, and the other Avery. Fuck. He always has to watch his Brace or fuck whatever the fucking brother's name is. I fucking slips my mind right now. It's a name I've never heard about. Anyway, been mentioned several times directly. AO. What does that mean? Jace, yes, Jace Avery. What did I say? Brace? leg brace Avery. Very talented. You know what's funny? I never even knew this. Obviously, I met Ben through Tim Dillon. But I only knew Devin because his sketches used to show up on my timeline and he used to do his funny things. And then I knew Jace because his artwork, his doodles showed up on my timeline, and I followed all like the three of them collectively through different people, and then at some point they started a podcast together. It turns out they were all friends. I had no idea. It's like I've never had that before. They got a great podcast. I don't listen to it though. I found myself like catching their mannerisms and things like that, so I had to stop listening to it. But that was a great podcast at the time when I used to listen to it. I bet you they're crushing it. All right, we're going to watch a little bit of this fucking hamburger now. Hamburger! And if anyone has a... I think it's... am I crazy or do I look like fucking... Do I look like Jeff Dye, like with this top? I think it's like the top on. It's like my rugged good looks, like on my chiseled... Neither of us drink anymore. We used to date really hot women. I used to date real hot women. Now, but then she fucking got older. Not as nice looking. I love you, baby. Yeah, it was after tonight. Yeah, no, I heard about that. I heard about the. I heard about the Jeff Dye thing. I don't know. I don't want to get involved in any of that. It's not worth my energy. But I'd love to talk to Ben Avery about some birds and see where he got to. But I'm a new guy into this birding thing. About a year ago, I don't know what was going on. I was learning. I was walking around or something, and I decided to just. I could hear birds, and I go, you know what would be cool is to fucking know the sounds of these birds, like because the birds are going off all the time, and it's all day, every day we hear birds, and I said it'd just be kind of cool to have it, like to understand them a little bit better. Then right after that thought, And I think that about everything in life. The more you know, the more enriching the experience is. The more you know about geography, grass, architecture, anything you see on a regular basis. You learn about movie writing and acting. When you watch shows, it can make the shows harder to watch because you have a higher level now. But, you know, you get a little cunty and snobby. But overall, the experience of life is better. The more you learn, the experience of life is just better. That's kind of just the way I see it. Enrichment with education, you know. So I wanted to learn about birds, and then my buddy Andy came to visit me for my wedding. We're in Central Park, and he whips out a bird app, Shazam, for fucking birds, bloop, 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 and he clocked them all on the phone. And I go, yo, this is the best. It's called the Merlin ID bird app. So I got that, started listening to some birds, have the little interest in them. Like, what type of birds are there? Are they related? What makes a wren a wren? What makes a fucking, you know, a swallow a swallow? Like, what what makes your mother a swallow? And then I saw a documentary called Listers on YouTube, which is fantastic. Go check out Listers. And it just sort of opened my world to this. Now, obviously, while having this little interest, my wife knew I had an interest in it, and then she bought me a bird feeder with a camera on it for Christmas, just like a little stocking stuffer thing. And I only set it up there 2 weeks ago out the back. I've always had my little app for listening, just to kind of identify them. I haven't really dived into it, but over the last 2 weeks, I'm fucking headfirst in the bird world. Do you know bird? I am getting into bird. You hit me up. I've recorded all. I was posting every day on Patreon what was going on in the bird cam, but it was actually too much content to share all the time. So I've recorded the last 7 days, and then tomorrow I'm going to turn it into like a bit of a vloggy podcast episode. It will be available for free. Patreon.com/columntiro, and you'll be able to catch my whole bird world going on, because we've got 11 different species of bird caught on camera on that bird feeder. And this is what I'm going to be doing all summer. But then next week I move to a new house. So I've the dilemma. I have a dilemma of having to move this bird feeder, and the place I'm moving to is a more, like, you know, suburban houses squashed together, less wildlife, greenery and shit. So I'm gonna lose a lot of my birds. So I'm pretty upset about the move. But maybe we'll get some good birds over there. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm only fresh into it. I really don't know. I don't know the sounds of them. I don't know the name. Like, I'm trying to learn I'm just trying to learn the names of the birds at this point. Hopefully, if I keep going down the path this time next year, I'll be able to know a little bit more about them. But I haven't gone full autism, but I've been definitely tickling the fucking little autistic nipple. My autistic nipple is getting hard. Maybe my autistic dick will get hard a little bit too. All right, so hamburger comedian. I'm afraid that I'm gonna lose. I'm pretty afraid that if I live stream this, I'm going to get some sort of a flagging. So let's just maybe we just type this in and see. If I lose you, I lose you. I'll go down with this ship. Thanks for hanging out. Maybe if I put it a little faster too. Or a little slower. He didn't even need to say nothing. God, I wish I was performing in front of a black audience just with a cowboy hat.
Hamburger.
Hey!
Joker, when were you dressed up for Halloween?
That's too fast now. Maybe I got to do a little slower. I just don't want to get flagged here, but
A hamburger on deliver mail or something. What's up with you? Like a hamburger on deliver mail or something. What's up with you? You overweight. That's your problem.
what the
Can't
fuck?
take a joke. I know you take an order of fries right by now, couldn't you? Hamburger. Look at his feet. Feet so big as Nike spelled Nickelodeon. Look at that.
Wow, feet so big and Nike's at Nickelodeon. That's literally the joke I heard on.
Hamburger. You give me a bad name. Take that hat off. Are you hungry?
Jesus.
Let me make your big behind feel at home. Hey, hey, hey.
Oh my god.
Hamburger. Look, who you
I just
think
don't
supposed to be,
goofy
boy?
ass.
got
Black
news for you.
cowboy says hamburger, calling you a fat ass. What do he say to this bitch? Yo, he goes, you have a goggle cock, bitch? Hamburger.
Hamburger. You give me a bad name. Take that hat off. Are you hungry? Let me make your big behind feel at home. Hey, hey, hey.
Jesus.
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Supposed to be in bold. I got news for you. Never going to get it. Never going to get it.
What's that, man? I don't get it.
Hamburger. Who you supposed to be? A Jamaican parking attendant? Move your car. Move your car. Move your car. Hamburger ain't gonna happen. When I was coming up, I always wanted to be a radio disc jockey. You know, one of them smooth talking guys you hear like 7 o'clock in the morning on the radio? Good morning, welcome to station WAKJ. 1684 AM dial, the great songs are played day in and day out. I'm Mr. Jones rocking you from 7 to 10 each and every morning. Now for the weather report. Partly cloudy skies, high today about 58 and tonight's low about 46. And for tomorrow, we'll just have to wait and see. Hey, let me give you the top pick hits for this week. Coming number 3 is that smash hit, I Don't Want to See You Anymore, by Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder.
Yo! Oh! No!
Hamburger.
Hamburger. Cucumber. That's what I'm gonna be the cucumber guy. That's like so funny that you could probably, not for nothing, if you were trying to... In today's world, where there's never been less, like, need for, like, you know, I don't know what the word is, but whenever becoming like a character, an unreal human, you know, the kind of like that hick bullshit, the sleeveless, like, my daddy's a truck and my mom is a can of Mountain Dew and my name is Professor Hick, and or whatever the thing is, you know. In today's internet world of just be someone that within 5 fucking seconds they know who you are. You know, if my career would be better if I fucking wore like a kilt. If I wore a kilt and my name was Paddy Laughs a Lot. You know, Paddy McLaughter. Some shit like that. Mick O'Crowdwork. Patrick O'Crowdwork. If I had some sort of gimmicky bullshit like that and I wore a kilt, I'd be more successful. And if you're a fucking stupid guinea and you eat cannolis and go, oh, just like my mother's cock, you know, dress up as like the Fonz. There's a lot of people who are pretending to be Fonzie right now. Or whatever your character is. You got to just be it and that's your lane. Within 5 seconds, they know who you are. If you're a blonde bitch who's good looking, be a blonde bitch who's good looking and got ditzy, like chew gum, like a valley girl. They love it. Or be a kind of a character. And I think if I invented I think this would help. I think if I invented a character called Cucumber and go Cucumber, and I just did jokes but I say Cucumber. Like it's all fair and like the rules are over. The idea of like being unoriginal. First of all, like I guess, is there like some artistic integrity to being the guy who says hamburger compared to the guy who used that as inspiration to be like the cucumber guy, the cucumber king? Like I probably could. If I just wrote a bunch of fucking quick little jokes and I go, cucumber. People on the radio be talking like this. Hello, welcome to the radio. Coming up after the break, we got traffic with Diane. Cucumber. It could work. Man, I'm recently single. I'm on all the apps. I'm on Tinder. I'm on Hinge. I'm on Grubhub. Cucumber. The other day, I had an embarrassing moment. My wife walked in on me masturbating. I said, "What are you doing in Toys R Us?" Cucumber. What if after when Trump retires? What if Trump starts to host the UFC? Wow, he's kicking him very hard. I would kick him harder. I could kick him harder. Cucumber. This would work, but I'm choosing not to do that. I'm choosing not to be Cucumber, the Irish guy in a kilt. Irish Cucumber. I'm choosing not to do that. I'm choosing to be a Dublin guy who's kind of lost his accent and now it's a little bit American, who wears tracksuits sometimes and is neither right-leaning nor left-leaning. I'm just accurate. I'm down the middle and I'm just accurate, and I don't have any catchphrases, and I rarely post clips. I'm choosing to be that. I'm choosing to have nuance in my heart. I'm choosing to give up my Saturday night so I can entertain 42 people in the chat. But there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to monitor our peaks. Because I will do this as a fucking... That's all I need is to know. There's no other metric I ever give a fuck about going forward. All right? Between making as much money as I can in the chat. Right? Obviously that move does mean a lot to me. I'd rather have 6 people watching, all giving me $100 fucking to ask me fucking In and Out or Whataburger or whatever. But also, I'm gonna go to the highest amount of viewers. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if the statistics show you it afterwards to tell you what your height of the statistics were. But that is the goal. But we're gonna so I got this. I gotta do the guest episodes. Let me know guest. What's that? It's my phone going off. 10 o'clock. You know what that means? Time for my magnesium. I tried to take your magnesium at 10 o'clock, so then I obviously I don't have any down here. But yeah, I should have some guests. I should have some phone-in guests. People that have live streams. I'm guessing Tim Butterly might be able, like, I know he probably has the equipment, so he might be able to do it. That would be cool as shit. Like I could hit up people to do like some interviewy type of things. Not some interviewy, but fuck around. And then also we're gonna figure out the phone lines. The phone lines won't just be like an open for anyone that's like watching, by the way. It will probably be like an organized thing, like the way people usually read phone questions. You know, people like leave a message and then we answer the question on the podcast type of thing. I'll be doing that, but like you'll just send in what your question is and then, or what you want to talk about, and then we'll call you back during the podcast, so that it's like spaced out. It's not just going to be like some random free for all. But I wonder who I should have as a guest. If I could possibly, if I can fucking turn this into a thing. I'd love to get Nick Rocherford, who he was helping me buy my house. We were very different, unfortunately for him. Tim wanted me to get something not Tim, fucking Nick wants you to get something fucking expensive and sexy. This is Nick's fucking. I love Nick, but his problem is he's trying to get you like some sort of pussy magnet shit. It's like, I just want to live in a dumb fucking Italian-American neighborhood where no one's going to steal my car. That's all I want to do. Like he's like trying to get you to fucking an old gothic fucking church. He's like, you can turn this into this. And like, it's only $1.8 million. Like, I don't have that money. The amount of times he would send me homes that I'm like, dude, I cannot. I've told you the budget, and you've given me something that's $500,000 over what I can afford. He wants you to live in some sexy thing with like fucking arches, and then he's like I'm getting like a station wagon family car for me and my wife so we can start kids, and he's like fucking sending me like old Beamers and shit. It's like, dude, I'm not a fucking Puerto Rican drug dealer. I don't need tinted windows. Like I get it. He's into sexy shit, and I'm just like some fucking, what is it? A Chad, a boring retard. I shop at fucking Ross Dress for less. I've no fashion skills. You know, I want to go to just like Florida for vacation and drink it on all you can eat and go to Outback Steakhouse. Like, I'm not like a fucking, I want to watch The Office. You know, I'm not like this, like a well fucking, I'm not like a classy dude. That's the thing. Like, if you're rich, I reckon Nick is great for you. But if you're just like a useless bum like I am, he can't help, or at least I can't help him. I'm not his clientele. But I'd love to get Nick involved. Who else would be a fucking good person to get involved? There's got to be some people that are actually, no, but they have to be streaming regularly. I'm not trying to have some fucking dickhead phone in, just hold a phone while he's like in the green room of a comedy club. It's got to be someone who actually has the equipment. And then more importantly, if I was to do a phone in, what would be some good, this is what we'll do. I said I'd leave 5 minutes ago. This is the beautiful thing about me, is you could keep me on this chat for fucking hours. You could keep me on these live stream for hours if you really wanted to. Damn, I wish I had a budget. I get it, buddy. I don't know. Things might turn around. I swear to God, I was like that for years and years and years, and then I just fucking was. You just learn to start putting a little bit of money away there. That's all you can do. Yeah, Big J would actually be good too, actually. I don't know if he's ever available, but Big J would be sick. Big J doesn't live a million miles from me either. I could probably just drive over to his house and we could do like a double live stream type of thing. But if I was to do a phone in, the in theory, it would be better if it was all about the same thing. There would have to be some sort of a, specialized topic. I guess I could do like some sort of just a quick little advice line type of thing. Bailey Sarsfield says, "Can I join and talk shit?" No, but you can do a phone. Yeah, you could do like when I set up the phone lines. You could be one of the people that can phone in. Does that make sense? Am I not explaining that correctly? I don't have the, but I can't vet the fucking dickheads in the chat. Oh, there's what's his name? Hi, dude. In the chat, no viewer interaction. No, but if it's a fucking phone in, we're getting lost in the sauce. There's too many people in the. What's the chat number? Is that, by the way? How do I find it? Let me go see. 46. We've lost 2. We fucking lost 2. I knew I shouldn't have went toe to toe with the UFC. The John Knopf from Hate Watch. I don't know him. I don't know him. I know Connor McNutt. I know Connor McNutt. We used to drive trucks together at a moving company. No, if I'm doing a fucking phone it, all right, I don't know. I'm sick of this, actually. You know what? I had the chat turned off, so I wasn't even. I just thought if I'm doing a phone-in show, it makes sense to have a theme, like some sort of like, for example, if Nick's whole show is about fucking real estate and people are phoning in or people sending in shit about real estate questions. It would also help if I'm doing a phone-in show if it was all about a specific fucking topic. But I was hoping that you guys might be able to give me some suggestions, for some fucking, maybe some topics that people could talk to me about. But I guess you guys just won't be able to do that. You know what I do? You know what I've realized? I'll just do like a free for all, If you can phone in, I'll give you 10 minutes on the phone with me. And then we can discuss. It's a phone in show. I'm not doing it right now either, by the way, if you just joined. And then we'll see after a couple of weeks what seems to be the theme, and then we can probably just double down on that. But I definitely got to do. All right. So look, we've came up with a schedule, or at least I've came up with a schedule, and you guys have watched me work about how the episode should be themed, free for all. All right, the phone lines will be a free for all, and we'll find an idea later. I am particularly well experienced in travel and kind of, I guess, outdoorsy shit like hiking and seeing things like that. I don't know if there's any way to find that interesting. Just have people phone in asking me like, what's a good hike to do in Zion National Park? where to rent the fucking kayak in Washington State? But something along those lines, like a common theme. And then also, I'm going to do a little bit of. I'm going to start doing a little bit more. I'm going to start doing a little gaming. Now, obviously the phone lines won't be open during the gaming, but I'm definitely going to have a. Oh, and then we got to have stream week. We're going to have a special stream. Stream week has got to be stream week, and that would be like fucking 6 hours a day, 7 hours a week. That'll be 6 hours a day, 7 hours a week. I'm looking at this live chat now also, by the way, and like some of you guys have little crowns beside your name or whatever. What does that mean? That means you're a top fan. 2 Bluggies, Tim McLaughlin streams. Is Tim McLaughlin like Mika Fox's boyfriend? Is that Tim McLaughlin? And then we got, who else is there here? Tim Bluggies, 2 Bluggies. There was a number 3 here a second ago. Wait, 2 Bluggies is number 3 and number 2. Oh, you're moving up the ladder. All right. Oh, there's a button here you press for top fans. Chris Plus Plus is a top fan. And how is that and why is that? Top fans and XP. What's the leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. That's what this is. It's a community. That's what they say, without the church, we've lost community, but now this is your new opportunity now. Colley's Church, welcome to the cult of Column Terror. Every few weeks, a place for fans to stand out in the community. Top 3 get special badges. Wow. They're spoiling you. Don't spoil them, YouTube. They got a special badge. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. Hey, guys, just if you're not in the top 3 today, if you're not in the top 3, I know you're looking at those coveted special badges. You might go home to bed sad, but tomorrow's a new day. I'm not streaming tomorrow, so you'll have to live in the stink of not having a special badge. But you know what? The leaders, Mr. Bluggies or whatever his name was, Mr. Bluggies he's going to go to bed a king, knowing that he got to number 2 on the charts of Column's top fans in a chart of, I'll be honest, 50 people where 10 people have been chatting. So congratulations. How do you need to get on the leaderboard? You'll need to collect experience points or XP. Here's how you get them. Send live chat messages, send super chats and super stickers. And that's how you cheat the system. All right. Well, that's good to know. Got it. So Chris Plus Plus is winning right now at 675 and 2 Bluggies is coming in. All right. This is interesting shit now. This is just, yeah. Look, and you guys are laying thick on the chat too, and you just can't catch them. You'll never catch 2 Bluggies. You have no idea how to live like a king, like Mr. Blugs. 50 fucking 3 viewers. Yes. 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 Shove it up your fucking cunt. That's a massive number right there. 53. Let's write it down. Let's write it down. Let's fucking write it down. Stick it in. Lock it in. 53. We got it. This is huge. 53. You know what will happen is I'm gonna keep doing these now. Now that I've got something to aim for, is 50 fucking 3. And what do we got for money? Someone go back and tally up the income. There should be a button that says how much the total chat is. Right? What is that? I'm adding a little fucking, I'm gonna send a little fuck. I'm in the chat as well. I'm doing everything. How do I turn this off? How do I get out of this? I sent an emoji and anyway. This is awesome. Someone says, be more. I am optimistic. This is fucking great. 53 is massive. In today's fucking attention economy on a Saturday night when the UFC is on, when I don't do this a lot, was up to 49. I can't take, hey, was it up to 49? Someone let me know. Someone else agree with him. I'll write down I can't agree. I didn't see it. So you could tell me it was at 182 if you want. I can't. I'm a man of principle. I refuse to lie to my fans. I refuse to big up the numbers for the sake of it. I'm not that type of guy. Right? I'm not that type of guy. But if anyone else backs up the artist formerly known as Vince, was the chat up to 59? Two Bluggy says it was at 59, and I can't. How could I? I asked for 2 more people to agree with me, but 2 Bluggies counts because that is 2 people technically. It was 59. Really? Wow, 59. That's fucking huge. That's fucking huge numbers. Could you imagine if all of you fucking dickheads were in a room together? Just a bunch of white bearded men with a bunch of men who look violent but are actually quite intimidated by interactions of people in the public. That's the Colin Tyrrell fan base, I know. Wearing shirts of bands I've never heard of. There's always like some Panthera type of t-shirt and like, oh yeah, I love them, great, sure. Bailey Sarsby says, can I be an admin? I don't know what that is, so no. And Bailey sounds like a female name, so fuck off out of here. Tuts, get back in the kitchen. Go make 2 Bluggies a sandwich. You know how he likes it. So 59 is massive. I'm fucking delighted with that. That's fucking huge numbers. Huge numbers. I do remember being in the hundreds before, but and I'm going to leave these up too for people to have a little to watch these at a later date. Hopefully the producer I bring in, because so there will be more of a structure to the shows. Look at this. I am Jeff Dye. If I'm not Jeff Dye, like if I'm not more fun, better looking Jeff, if I'm not better looking Jeff Dye right now, this is the look of a man I'm a spitting image of the guy. Are you kidding me? 2 handsome men telling it how it is, attacking the libs. I'm fucking Jeff. I am copying his look. I had a look at that Jeffy D, and I said I want to be him. I'm not even kidding. I look just like the cunt. That's a look, Maxim, baby. Where does my hair start? Where does it end? You don't know. You don't know. It does look like if I take my hat off, my hair will come with it. But I look just like him. This is it. Lost that birth. Me and Jeffy D. Anyway, 59. That's a number that's getting fucking put on the screen. I'm not a post-it note on the screen. And we're gonna fucking get more than 59 one day. And when we get to 100, I'm showing bald. I'm showing nut. I'm showing fucking nut. I'm showing nut. Bailey Sarsfield. I'm a proud incel of the community. Anyway, it's 60 now. To be honest, it's not 60. Not according to my screen. It says 53. So unless your fucking screen is showing more better numbers than mine, stop the count. Stop the count. You guys are trying to fucking skin me alive. But I don't believe you when you said that it was a. I don't believe you when you said that I got to 53. Right. So there's a button here that anyway. I didn't even want to do this. I didn't even want to be lost in the chat. I didn't even want to be fucking. People are saying 61. People are saying 62. How mine says 53. Is there a button I can press that will open it? Look, view your live stream in a different browser. All right, let's. I didn't even want to do this. I didn't even want to be. I pressed the button now, and does it tell you? It doesn't. Where's the number? It says 59 watching. It says 58 watching now. Wow, this is phenomenal. There's a chance that I got to 58. The numbers aren't matching up, right? The numbers don't match up here. It still says 53 on this number on the screen that I have. 58, 62, 61. Wow. Why are we counting numbers? Because we're looking for a new record of the Bailey. You dumb bitch. You fucking stupid whore. This is why we don't want. We're counting numbers because counting numbers is the most fun thing to do as a man. Someone said 75. Fuck off, Bailey, you fucking bitch. Right? I'm not a change. It's not 75, Bailey. Don't get my fucking hopes up like that. But counting numbers is a fun male thing to do. It's like golf. Women don't like golf. And how can you not like golf? The goal is to get the ball and whack it. You get the little thing and you whack it to the hole. You gotta hit it as far. It's like who can fucking whack it the furthest. That's like the best thing of all time. And you go, I don't understand. Why is it so boring? I was like, I know, but did you see how far he whacked it? He didn't even just whack it far. He curled it around the thing and landed in a fucking thing. He whacked it. Women don't like whacking shit. That's why we like numbers here. Men like numbers. We got to count things up. Anyway, so I'm not going to write down 60 because I didn't get to see and I don't really trust the chat that much. So I'm not going to write down 60 as our record. I got you on 2 TVs, a phone and a laptop. That doesn't count. That's cheating. You're fucking me now. I don't want to get there. I don't want to get there. I don't want to get there dirty. I don't want to, I want to have some pride. I want to be able to sleep. Bailey's a girl's name. Someone's saying 65. Shout out Rory McIlroy. 62, 65, 65. There's no way we're getting to 65. How is that even possible, by the way? Are people just like logging on to YouTube or like, what we need is one of those, what do you call it? Like a raid. We need to get raided. We need to get, Chud the Builder or one of these live streaming dudes who does a raid on my stream. A guy who's like I show speed or something. After him doing an hour of playing FIFA to 2.8 billion people, like he does like a small Asian. He does a small Asian size audience, but when they're finished playing Tetris half of fucking South America, they jump on a stream and then the numbers go through the roof. So that would be ideal for me now to have Drewski to have Drewski or one of these spastics to get on my stream and have numbers go through the roof. That would be ideal. You guys keep telling me that the numbers are going through through the roof, but it says 53 on the screen. It says 53 on the screen. I'm gonna have to close it off. But you guys let me know in the chat. And then notice after the hit like, guys. The amount of times this man has entertained us, it's the least we can do. Yes. Honestly, it's the least you could do is send in a chat to the super chat. But yeah, like is awesome. It's also great. Yeah, great. Take off your, watch out, baby. I'm gonna go up there now. My wife goes, you didn't come out to dinner so you could talk about Chud the fucking builder. You didn't come out to dinner with me and my family so you could entertain a bunch of fucking dickheads. You had 53 people in the chat. And I go, we had 65 actually. We actually had 65 people in the chat. And she goes, and then did you make any money? I said, no, but I got lots of likes. And in today's world, that's better. In today's world, that is better. I do believe at the end of the show, at the end of the stream, there's like a stream summary, and it will tell me the stats of what was the peak and what was not the peak and things like that. I gotta tell you, by the way, Bailey, I'm not a block you. I can't block you from the stream. If you fucking put in a fake, because you're lucky I'm even reading this chat. We're supposed to be watching Hamburger. I got distracted by the views got to my head. Right? I wasn't even paid. The views got me clouded. This is the devil. This is what they say in the Bible about it's easy. It's easy to follow God. And this is word for word exactly what they say. They say it's easy to follow God when the temptations of the devil are not there, but when the devil shows up, that's when you show your true character. And that's what they say exactly. And that's exactly what happened here with the chat. I wasn't supposed to be fucking looking at you fucking dickheads, right? I wasn't supposed to be getting distracted by whatever this is. I'm supposed to be doing my thing, focused on myself, focused on what I want to talk about. And now I'm lost. Now I'm chasing numbers. Now I've turned into this I'm an LA comic chasing numbers. I'm a Sue. I'm a fucking agent. I'm an agent called fucking Ari whatever. My name is Ari whatever. And now I'm chasing numbers. And now I got the dizzy highs of 65 people in the chat. And now from now on, this is the problem. From now on, I'll go back down to my earlier numbers of 20. And I won't feel good about it. This is what happens in life. And that's the devil, by the way. That's the devil. That's the devil pushing you off. That's why the Jews are so hated in the Catholic community, because they're obsessed with views. They're obsessed with follower counts, things like that. Anyway, look, this was kind of fun. I had a little bit of fun. I don't know if there should be. It would be cool to have some sort of a live chat, fucking like a donation-y type of a scaly thing on it. I'm writing down 65 as the top chat. 65 we're writing down. The haters will be my waiters at the table of success. Exactly, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. At the latest AYG show in Philly, you are very funny. Thank you very much. That show was great. I love doing a theater. It's so easy to do a fucking a thing. Someone said Joey Diaz is streaming GTA. Is that on live right now? Is that like in this exact moment? You know, is Joey Diaz live streaming right now? And then where does he do it? Where is Joey Diaz live streaming? I've met him once or twice. Never really had any sufficient conversation with the cunt. But okay, we're done with Hamburger. Sorry. See you later, Hamburger. Does he do it on YouTube? Joey Diaz. Because that's also something that I would almost love to get into, is like streaming a little GTA.
What's happening, you beautiful?
Because it's gonna be. I've never played. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto since like San Andreas. Was that the like? What was the order of the fucking? I had like the original Grand Theft Auto, which was like the original fucking PlayStation. At least my older brother probably had it or something. Maybe my sister's boyfriend had it and we would play that Grand Theft Auto. Then we had Grand Theft Auto 2, which was also the aerial view, which is a lot of fun. Can you even play that today? Can you get that? Am I able to buy some sort of a Grand Theft Am I able to buy a Grand Theft Auto 2, the original games, and play them now? Is there like a retro? Is there like a store, an online store that sells these old? Because like no, it's all downloaded shit, so it doesn't make sense why you shouldn't be able to get it anymore. There must be a retro way of me being able to. There must be a retro. Thing. There must be a retro way to do the GA. The problem is I'm interacting with the chat. I said I wouldn't interact with the chat. Let me see Joey Diaz live streamed. It's not on his YouTube channel. Live stream GTA. Is this like a different channel? Oh, it is. Joey Diaz live is a different channel. And he's why does he have a different channel to the But these are just like little clips. I wonder where he's really showing it usually. Joey Diaz live. The videos, he only has like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here. This is a full one. Joey Diaz second time playing GTA 5.
I see it, but where do I?
He's like it's funny because Joey Diaz is like what, like an 82-year-old fucking retard. he has the way I can hear him talking to his producer about where do I press and what do I press? It's literally exactly like me. It's literally exactly like me. The artist formerly known as Vince, for the overtime you pulled at the dojo, dinosaurs ? For real. Oh yeah, we had a good riff about these dinosaurs at the we had a good riff about these dinosaurs at the. So does he do it here? Does anyone know about the I don't want to get into that because that was like a live. Appreciate it. I don't know. Were you one of the guys at the show? Were you one of the 6 people at the Dojo of Comedy who watched me last week? But that was a great show. I had a lot of fun. I was also making a lot of fun about the room and at the expense because the room wasn't sold out and the room was only like a 90-seater, 100-seater venue and we couldn't sell it. So you know, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. So I was making fun of myself and like in the night. And if a couple of people were saying like, "Oh, you were going particularly hard on the club," I love the club. I love the dojo. I wasn't trying to offend them in any way. I was kind of just making fun about like my career. Like I love the dojo. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Sam Tripoli. Anyway, yeah, I can also do. Is GTA different in Ireland? No, it's the exact same. If you all were streaming games, just keep it on YouTube live. I deleted Twitch. Okay. I don't have Twitch. I don't know if Twitch would be better. You know, obviously I'm on YouTube now, so I'm not. If I ask you fucking idiots, like, what's the best way to stream a thing, you're gonna say YouTube. You know, it's like asking, like, you go to a town somewhere, like fucking Dallas, and you go, "Oh, what's a better city, Dallas or Austin?" And they're obviously gonna say Dallas. So you guys are all gonna say YouTube, but there must be some fucks that maybe I can multi-stream. Can I? To here and to Twitter at the same time. Right? Yeah, fuck Twitch, just play GTA. I don't even want to play GTA. But I haven't played it since I haven't played it in years. Like I have not. I had a PlayStation 2 was the last time I owned a device. I never had one of the boxes, a console where you can just download it you had the internet. I had never had a console that you could connect to the internet. I never had one where you can just buy the games. Like I used to have to go into like a shop and fucking buy it. I used to go to Extravision, which was our version of stuff. Can you play GTA 2 somehow? That would be fun. Like, is that even fun anymore to play it? Because, like, you know the way, like, Snake is still fun. Yes, you can play GTA 2 on modern systems through free abandonware sites, browse emulators, or by using community patches on PC. As it is not sold directly, the easiest methods involve downloading it from a safe place, playing directly in a web browser. Okay. Let's click on this guy's video. Let's see what's he doing.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Welcome to a one-off video that I want to do on GTA 2. I want to show you.
You want to show me how to download it?
And
Yes. Yeah. Look at this. It used to be so much fucking fun.
If you go all the way to the left-hand side of the map in the university, or pretty much just there.
This guy's just playing. He's not even showing us how to download it, but this is just the old game. Yeah. You used to jump. Remember, you used to jump over a car, and you would just like hover over the car forever.
Fifth wanted level. Oh.
Dude, and you have the flamethrower and shit like that. That was so much fun. I don't know anything about the world. Maybe I could probably really get into it though. This is the problem is I'm kind of I have a little bit of an ADHD addictive personality where I find a new hobby such as the birds. Shout out to the birds. Go birds! And if I get into GTA and if I particularly get into the world building map of it all, like I just watched I just watched Game of Thrones. Khaleesi, please. The Unsullied, please, Khaleesi. I am a queen. Do not listen. I am the queen, and I've got a. It turns out I can speak the language the whole time, and I've been planning on double crossing them. Well, obviously, I would have given you different advice, Khaleesi, if you had told me, you fucking stupid cunt. So I watched Game of Thrones, but I got into the world of it all, you know what I mean? I kind of started to learn about the families, and this is how I've learned to appreciate fantasy. I always thought all of that shit was gay as hell. I always hated Star Wars, Star Trek, fucking Lord of the Rings, any sort of fantasy horse shit. Hated it. I liked Harry Potter because I read the books when I was fucking 9. So it was grandfathered in, but now in my later years, I've started to have an appreciation to the Lord of the Rings. So started to understand like fantasy as to why it's appealing. So then you can start really get into the world. I understand the appeal of world building now. Anyway, GTA is that. San Andreas and all these type of places. And I don't know what the first and the second one was, and what the stories are and how the arcs connect to each other and stuff. But I could really see myself diving into it. And it's kind of scary. I don't need to be, because right now I'm too into fucking birds. I'm checking my app every fucking 5 minutes to see if there's a new bird at my bird feeder. I'm making sure that it's watered. I'm changing the sugar water every day for the hummingbirds. I'm fucking recording vlogs. I'm taking screenshots. I'm Googling things in the neighborhood. Like, is there any elves nearby? So if I get into GTA and start to really fucking learn about this shit, also I get to like gun down hookers. Like what's better than fucking beating the shit up out of some guy and then stealing his car? But maybe I'll do it. I don't know. It is a very different thing. There's like a couple of different types of way to live stream. And maybe I'll do a little bit of gaming. Maybe I'll just answer questions in the chat while I'm gaming. You know, I do have on this computer Farming Simulator. That might be a little bit better. It's a nice, not like get in a car, rip coke and rob a bank and beat up a fucking woman. Maybe the better move for peaceful gaming would be to. Is it 11? I gotta go. It's 10:30. I gotta go. But maybe the better thing would be to get into Farming Simulator and just slowly plow a field, save up the money, get a little bit of better equipment, you know, save your bale of hay and maybe like manage your resources for the winter a little bit better. You know, maybe those are the options. Maybe those are the options. Farming Simulator rocks, right? Everyone's saying, yeah. There's a great bird. Yeah, there's a great bird documentary called This. We were talking about it already. We talked about that for about 20 minutes earlier. Yeah. Yeah, the Merlin app. I'm all bored. Hey, dude, you're telling me shit. I'm birding. Do you even bird? Do you know bird? You don't know bird. I kicked the camera again. You don't know bird like I do, buddy. You don't know bird like I do. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's talking about how great Farming Simulator is. I might start doing it, you know. We could decide what we do. And if we want, we might fucking get a little farm going, get little animals. Absolute financial disaster. A couple of pigs, but why not? If we got the corn for it, if we get a factory, a little cereal factory going, people are saying you can't. Let's see the bird setup. You're going to have to go over to my Patreon to see the bird setup, right? I was posting every day what was going on there. And sometimes I'll post stuff on Instagram and things like that. But if you want to see the bird setup, you're going to have to go over to Patreon. And it's free, by the way. I will put it out for free, but it's only going on Patreon. Just because I have 1,000 people that follow me on Patreon, even though they don't pay for anything. So I'm giving them a little something. And then the people that pay get a little extra. They get some extra vlogs. They get solo podcasts, things like that. So if you got a little money, head over to patreon.com/ColinTuro. All right, let's have a look at Joey Diaz and see what he's doing, because I could do this thing. Look at him. His face isn't even on the camera. Does he just drive around? Is he playing like a game? Or does he like... Like, I wonder what he's...
Stop it at fucking red lights, this truck. Go around them.
Was this live or was this... Is this like obviously it was played live at the time, but I wonder if it was actually streamed live. It doesn't look like any of this was streamed live. It looks like he was streaming on a different channel. And then he just uploaded the video afterwards, after the fact. So maybe he's probably over in... Maybe he's over somewhere else doing that. Maybe he was off somewhere else. Let me see if I can set up a little fucking farming simulator while we're here. Oh, someone wrote down... I'm gonna find out after the fact whether or not we hit the 70 numbers, because a lot of people, I don't trust the people in the chat, and I've turned off the chat now. You guys distracted me for too long. Go to war with each other though. I do like that. I appreciate when people fight each other in the chat. That is like entertaining to me for some reason. Just two complete strangers with fake names going, fuck you. Farming Simulator rips. No, it does not. Fuck you. Are you gay? Yeah, your mother's gay. Don't you fucking talk about my mother. Let me see. Farming Simulator. Let's see if we can even get it going. Jeff died. Bang. Damn it. I don't know how I end up looking like Jeff Dye so much. Me and Jeff Dye, the only hunks left. The only hunks in comedy left. My wife's going, why are you talking for so long on that? This is what I have to put up with, fellas. And Bailey. You know, you're trying to further your career. I don't want to just sit around. Who's playing? What did I just do? Why isn't this opening? It's opening stream. What is stream? I've never played the game before. I know I have it downloaded on the fucking computer. But this is the problem with these women. They don't understand ambition and trying to fucking help the family out. I'm going... did I or did I not earn $33? Did I not earn $33 while streaming for 3 hours? Did I get up to 70 viewers at one point? Maybe I did. Who's playing? Column Turo. That's who's fucking playing. Launching Farming Simulator 25. Open stream. It's downloading. I don't know why it's downloading. I thought I missed the analog days, man. That was it. Wasn't that the best analog days? The good old days where you had to like fucking, you'd get it. You'd lend your buddy a DVD and you'd give it back to you and he goes, look at that scratch, that's new. That's a new scratch. And you go, no, it's fucking not. What are you fucking talking about? You'd never be able to download. You'd never be able to give a lend to certain people. Stream Deck Builders Fest. What the fuck is that? All right, here we go. It's lock. Wait, we're setting up now. Nope. We got some music. Would this be now, in a gamer's world, would this be considered faux pas to have... Check it out.
All around the world, farmers think farming is an art. Like life, we know it can be hard. And it can be surprising, too.
It's a video. Oxen. Wait, can I be fucking Asian in this? Bro, can we fucking make a rice field in China? Is that good profit? I'm like exploiting the local farmers. I want to go to South America and get a couple of local farmers to make me avocados, and then I smuggle cocaine back to the America. Is that possible? What if you start as a farming simulator and then you eventually become some sort of mafia kingpin in South America? Start smuggling fucking women for the Yakuza. they use your rice fucking field as a front so that you can traffic women to the fucking Chinatown in Manhattan. That's not bad. Kind of like the TV show Ozark. Have you ever heard of the TV show Ozark? Something like that. I don't know how to make the volume go higher either. It's like very low. At least I think it's fucking low. What did I just do? Wait, if I press here, that goes off for some reason. It's kind of annoying. I wonder if I have to keep that open in order to play the game. So it only plays while it's there. But if this is like some sort of a thing called stream. If I close this, will it close the whole thing? No, it doesn't. All right. Career. So look, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it. Didn't you guys just have that fucking video just a second ago? How come if I pressed... It's a fucking... So I have to press... And then what if I press this now? Alright. Something very interesting. Alright, I'm learning how to press the buttons for some reason. Alright, let's see what happens if I create a career. Continue. River. These are the options. Riverbend Springs. Start money. Euros. It doesn't start farm. Yes. No. What's that mean? Guided intro tour. Yes or no? What does start farm mean? Oh, funding from the male community. Bailey. Let me see. Where's that actually? How do I read that again? Thank you, Bailey. You sexy bitch. Shout out to the Groy Pet, Bailey. Some sort of a female column fan. Riverbend Springs, new farmer. Farm manager. New farmer. Farm manager. Start from scratch. Alright then. What's this? Is this annoying, this volume? Is this like music kind of fucking annoying? Or is that better? When we do stream week, when we do stream week and I try to clock in a certain amount of hours, what would be an impressive amount of hours for me to be kind of streaming, podcasting, gaming in a week, in a 7-day thing? What would be genuinely for you guys? Probably watch a lot of live content. I wouldn't, you know, like if you were to do like 5 hours a night for 7 nights in a row. That's at 37. So would or 35. Would that be yes, hamburger? Thank you, Brian Smith, blocking my face. Would that be impressive? What would you need stream week to be an impressive number for? Anyway, what's this? Sorry, first one was Riverbend Springs. Then this one was Hutan Pantai. Same shit. So I gotta learn what these fucking new things are. Sri Lanka. I'm like, I'd love to guess what these places are. Riverbend Springs, if that's in euro. It's all in euro. Okay. Alright, so I got 3 options. I got Riverbend Springs, which is, I'm guessing, some sort of a North America kind of somewhere to the east of Utah-ish kind of a thing. I don't fucking know what. Like, where the fuck would you gonna see rocks and a mountain like that? Some sort of North fucking Colorado or something. New Mexico. What's that part in North New Mexico where it's kind of crosses like this? Anyway, then the Huntai Pantai. This is Japan or something. And then Sri Lanka has to be like some sort of Norway or Switzerland or something. Those are my only options. Anyway, let's go back here. Game saves. Let's go back here. Downloadable content. The Frito pack. A new official Frito pack is now. What the fuck is a Frito? Is that type of van? Mercedes-Benz truck pack. Okay. Plains and Prairies pack. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. That'd be not bad. Oh, you guys can't see this because the thing is in the... Ah! This is like annoying actually, because every time I fucking touch this screen here, this screen goes off. The fucking... This screen shuts every time I fucking touch this screen here, so it's kind of like annoying. Anyway, I'm reading in the bottom corner. You can't see it, but in the bottom corner here, there's a list of packs. There's Plains and Prairies, Next At pack. The new official Next At pack is now available. McDon pack. These are like I think these are like brands of the New Holland CR11 Gold Edition. These are like just brands of farming equipment that I've never heard of. So, oh wow, look, European maps, official mods, North American maps, South American. We can be South America. What do they even like? That's we got actually like maybe get into avocados. Best wildlife feeder info. I think I'm gonna have to watch some videos or get someone that really knows how to do this shit. What time is it? It's 10:50. I'm out of here. Anyway, yeah. So that's the end of that. But we'll do that. We'll get GTA. We'll fucking Maybe we'll start doing some GTA shit. Maybe we'll start doing some fucking farming simulator. If I'm all I know is I can't have any more. I don't know what I can't have any more just random Tuesday nights sitting around not doing anything. So I'm gonna have to do. I just turned back on the chat, by the way. All right, what's the number at? Someone let me know what the number at in the chat is. I'm gonna say goodbye. That was great. Thank you so much, everybody, for being in the chat. It will be most Thursday nights. It's not gonna be Saturday night. Obviously, I'm a busy bee. I've got fucking Tulsa, Oklahoma coming up. I got Reno, Nevada coming up. I got Pittsburgh coming up. I got Cleveland coming up. I got Sacramento coming up. I wonder if Sacramento's even good. Is Sacramento a nice place? Look at this sassy bitch saying "fuck Farming Simulator." Farming Simulator is awesome. You're gonna change your tune when I start growing some fucking corn up in this bitch. You're gonna fucking change your tune. Bailey is not a male's name. It's a girl's name. Like a guy named Sue. Did you ever hear that song by Johnny Cash? A man named Sue? That's what, you have a bitch ass girl's name, Bailey. Because you're a woman. Sounds like a plan, man. There's a Game of Thrones game that is heavily in the lore that you might like. Would I? Hamburger. Look at this. We're getting subscribers with the hamburgers coming in right at the last moment. Probably turn off music if playing games on YouTube, so not copyrighted. Surely the game, the auto music on a game is license free, so people can stream it. Like in all the world. Yeah, look, everybody's saying Bailey's a cute name. Everyone says you're pretty cute and you're a delicious looking girl. Everyone says Bailey's a girl's name and you're a very attractive woman. So that's what everybody's saying. I can't help you with that. If you want to be a man, you be trans if you want. You can be a trans man. Each to their own. You should maybe change your name if you want to be a man, you should change your name to a man's name. Sacramento's heavy on the man. Okay, a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun here tonight, but I think this could be the start of something special. I think this could be the beginning of something fucking special. But I can't have Monday nights just sitting around. I'm like not doing a lot anymore. All right, I'm not a bounce. I gotta go eat my dinner. My wife got me some dinner. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Take it easy.